All right, then now President William Ruto has appointed former Prime Minister Raila Odinga as his special envoy to South Sudan to mediate rising tensions following the arrest of first Vice President Riek Machar and his wife. Speaking at State House in Nairobi, President Ruto emphasized Kenya's commitment to contain instability in the region. This move comes amid fears that the escalating political crisis could destabilize the fragile peace in the country. Well, following that arrest, Machar was placed under police custody alongside his wife, Teny, who is the country's interior and coordination minister.
This is the situation in South Sudan. The escalating political crisis leaving many in South Sudan desperate. In a significant diplomatic push, President William Ruto has appointed former Prime Minister Raila Odinga as Special Envoy to South Sudan, tasked with helping pacify rising tensions between President Salva Kiir and first Vice President Riek Machar.
We are deploying all the assets that we have to contain instability in different parts of our region. Just this morning, I have sent the Honorable Raila Odinga, our former Prime Minister, to South Sudan because there is a situation that could lead to export of more refugees from that country unless it is contained.
The latest development follows the arrest of Machar and his wife Teny, who is also the country's interior and coordination minister, escalating fears of a breakdown in the 2018 peace agreement that ended the country's 5-year civil war.
We have a robust conversation on containing the situation in Sudan. So we are doing what we can as Kenya, working with partners and regional mechanisms to see to it that we contain situations that could lead to people seeking asylum and leaving their countries because of instability and other challenges that countries face.
Odinga's mission is to deliver Ruto's message to both Kiir and Machar and to engage with other regional stakeholders involved in efforts to de-escalate the crisis. This situation comes after weeks of violent clashes between Machar's forces and the South Sudan People's Defense Forces near the capital, Juba. The arrest of Machar and the detention of his key allies by government forces have further strained the already fragile political environment. In response to these tensions, President Ruto engaged in a phone conversation with South Sudan's President Salva Kiir, following which he dispatched Odinga to Juba. Regional leaders and bodies, including the African Union, have called for restraint as they work to prevent the situation from spiraling into full-blown conflict. Ben Chumba, Easy Friday.